Bad lookout. Rheneas and Skarloey were talking quietly to Cody next morning when Duncan stormed up, followed by Sir Handel. Hello, chuckled Rheneas. Here we go again. Ah, I nearly came off, fumed Duncan. Those coaches pushed me. The thin controller says they didn't. He said I kept a bad lookout. We have no money in the menu, he said. If it happens again, I'll send you to the back of the shed. Why does he always pick on me? It's not fair. But Skarloey said nothing. He just winked at Rheneas. As you were saying, Cody, remarked Rheneas, you have two coaches on your trial trip. Do you ever take or carry more? Oh no, our line is so steep that we only allow one. We each have our own coaches, and mine is called Catherine. I know her well, and that's most important. Why? Asked Sir Handel. They're only coaches. Ours, said Cody, are something more. For instance, you pull your coaches and you can see ahead. We push ours up so we can't see. They watch the line for us. The guard watches too, of course, but Catherine is so clever that I know at once if anything is wrong. Well, that must take a load off your mind, said Skarloey. Cody smiled, but not on my buffers. Climbing's hard work and needs a lot of steam. My fireman and I have a tiring time. Coming down, he went on, is different. Catherine and I just roll. We need no steam for that. Sir Handel sighed enviously. I should like that, he said. With your automatic brakes? It sounds like a rescuer. That, replied Cody, was just the mistake poor Godred made. Who? Asked the little engines. Is Godred? Godred was our number one, and named after a king, Cody replied. Perhaps that went to his smoke box that made him conceited. You see, he just never kept a good lookout. He just rolled down the line looking anywhere but at the track. You'll have an accident, I told him. Pooh, he said. I got automatic brakes, haven't I? And driver's got its air brakes. What more do you want? More sense from you, I said. No engine can stop at once if he isn't ready to obey his driver's controls. A first thing a young engine learns, agreed Skarloey. Godred never learned sense. His driver and fireman and the manager all spoke to him. They even took him to pieces to see if anything was wrong. But he still went on in the same old way. One day, I was going up and waited at the station for Godred to come down and pass me. As I waited, so it happened. One moment he was on the track, the next, his driver and fireman jumped clear as he rolled over. Luckily, no one was hurt. His coach stayed on the rails and the guard braked her to a stop. The mess was awful and Godred was in a terrible shape. They brought Godred home the next day. We have no money to menu, said our manager, so you must go to the back of the shed. As time went on, poor Godred got smaller and smaller till nothing was left. What happened? Asked Duncan anxiously. It's not nice to talk about, said Cody. But what happened? Isn't it nice? Our drivers use Godred's parts to mend us, Cody answered mournfully. Sir Handel and Duncan were unusually silent long after Cody had gone home. Neither Skarloey or Rheneas ever mentioned that Cody had made the story up.